Whatever.
So this is you kicking me in the face.
No, it's a knee. It's a knee. It's a trick knee at that.
Yeah. At least it wasn't that V trigger because I would have gone right back up.
Like everybody else. It was they don't stay down with that with the trick knee. You stay down. Oh no, it looked like you have a nice little block right there with your hand. Like I got it.
What
Like
a
I
pole,
feel good.
motherfucking pole. Get off me.
I do love the double NXT picture of pretending like this was a part of their 5-year anniversary on the left. That has nothing to do with what happened on this
I
show.
do want to, seeing as you were part of, you are now thumbnail guy.
Ah.
You put the Dynamite, the 5-year Dynamite logo on there, yet you didn't think to put anything from Dynamite on there.
No, I thought clearly. But Manny, you have come to the same, I have approached the same issue you have approached for many years. Where are your photos, AEW?
Exactly.
God damn, I had nothing.
And I want to address a conspiracy that was brought upon me, where Mr. Eric decides, oh, I want to interject and request a thumbnail. The fucker. How dare you? How dare you?
I think this is a pretty good thumbnail of you, Manny. You look like the Don. You could be the Don.
I look like a porn star from the 70s. That is Ron Jeremy's body, and you know it.
I'm sure you're familiar. You're too familiar with Ron Jeremy's body, Manny. I'm assuming he's dead by now. I know he went to jail or something, but I'm assuming he's dead.
Yeah, he went
but
to
anyway.
jail. Welcome,
Here we
everyone, to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes, and he is...
the man who's working with Lord Manny Hayes, a.k.a. Tony or Manny D'Angelo of the Crime Family, the Don I'm working with. I am Marcus the Grand Finale, the man of $1,000.
Oh, you want to play that again, do you, Marcus?
I am. I'm always going to play that card because I know you don't have that $1,000 on you now that you're back. It's been converted to like pounds or something.
No, it hasn't, Marcus, because I've
You
been
ain't got the Fedia anymore, Manny.
I have been far too lazy.
Oh, what is that? You got a bankroll. The man of a couple hundreds.
Lazy. Far too lazy.
You see, man, you can't put your money on the screen like that because now people are going like, where does he live? I have to rob him. I'm sure he keeps it under a mattress.
No. I keep it in my butt cheeks.
Oh. You know, that's not sanitary, and whenever you hand it over, it's just going to circulate to the system, and everybody's going to be filling in your butt cheeks. I don't want that. I want Lord Manny butt cheeks all over my money.
Speaking about money, AEW have announced their television deal. Look at that segue.
What a transition right there. That was smooth.
AEW have signed a 3-year deal with Warner Brothers Discovery.
Ooh, dramatic pause. Could have been Kurt Warner for all we know.
I completely forgot what it was called. 3-year deal.
With Warner.
Yeah. 3-year deal with a 4th-year option at $185 million a year. We did the maths. For the 3 years, it would be $555 million. And if they get picked up for the option year, that would bring in an additional 740,000. No, that would just bring the total. Would be
I was like 750,000.
$740 million for the entirety of the 4 years. The pay-per-views will not be free. There will be a discounted rate, so I'm assuming maybe $10. I don't know. Do you know the UFC plan with ESPN Plus?
No.
Okay, that doesn't help you anything, but it's going to be similar to that. As well as Dynamite and Collision still remaining on their respective channels, they will also be broadcasted live on Max, which you'll probably see the ratings probably dip on TV as more people are more likely to watch it on Max.
Okay, done? I'm about to jump in. All right.
Yeah.
Finally, it's over. Finally, the speculation and the money and the deal is done. This has been taking forever. I think we've been talking about this since last year. I feel like they've been talking about the new AEW deal and how it's going to
As soon
save
as
the
the
company
Netflix
and
deal
give them
was
sovereign.
yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as Netflix in the USA for SmackDown deal was announced, it was like, okay, AEW's coming up. What's going on? And this
What's the
is
move?
really late, considering this is going live in 2025. This is really late to be being announced.
Yeah. I'm glad they worked out the final details. I think, them getting on Max was key. I don't think that anything else in the deal concerns me more. I don't care about the money. Tony already had unlimited money and all that anyway, so that didn't matter. It was more about, can they get on a proper streaming service and put some of their content on that service? And I think that's the major part for me, is that they're
No,
on Max.
the other thing I would say, I know you just said Tony Khan is money isn't really an issue, but I think this deal will actually allow AEW to actually look like a profitable company, because it isn't.
You say
It isn't.
but is it profitable?
It's going to become a profitable company, getting 185 million a year, because they ain't getting that from ticket sales. They ain't getting that from. They lost money in the video game kind of thing, so they probably won't be doing that for a while. So AEW will probably look like a more viable company for people to invest in and stuff like that if they were to go public. But Warner Brothers Discovery now own a chunk of AEW as well.
Yeah, I'm curious how much they own. I'm curious how much money is if AEW is profitable. It just seems like they have a lot of extra expenses on their budget. That just seems like it just goes on and on. Like a lot of people on their roster, they haven't made budget cuts at all whatsoever. They have retained, from 5 years, they have retained about probably 80% of the people they've had and not let go. Like maybe only a few, like a Jimmy Havoc or Ethan Page or something like that. But how much do they make it? Like, I'm curious how much they are, if they are in the green and no longer in the red, how much are they and can they sustain it? That's pretty much the main story here. And you know what? What does it matter? I don't think they honestly care. Like CM Punk, they're not here to do business. This is for the sickos, according to Tony Khan out there. It's not about to making money. It's not going to change any of their business tactics.
Yeah, it isn't about making money over
there. They're not here to make. They're here to make friends. They're here to put on a good show. They're here to wrestle. They're not here about the money. And you know what? The deal has never been anything I was concerned about. Really, I was like, where is it for the most part? Like it was inevitable it was coming.
Yeah.
Whether it was with one Discovery or another network. It would have been, I didn't believe AEW was reaching their demise anytime soon. But it does seem like that, now this is done. Maybe they'll focus more on their product and, continue to tell stories like we got right before All In that we barely dissolved into half going this way.
Yeah.
After All In.
The thing that concerns me is how long till Tony gets bored of AEW, like till the next thing comes along, because that's what kind of happened with TNA, if you recall. Like TNA, the ownership changed a bit, so like how long before he gets bored and tries to sell it off? Because at the end of the day, he's a businessman.
Well, when you go into the history of TNA, Dixie didn't really get bored. She said her dad was like, Dixie, enough.
Yeah,
enough. We got Hulk Hogan this bullshit. I'm cutting all this shit down. This is bullshit.
At what point
That's what happened there.
At what point does Big Shad Khan say, I'm done? I ain't funding this anymore, Tony.
I don't know. I don't think Shaq cares about winning and losing if you look at the Jaguars and Fulham. Ooh, shots. Do I know what's going on in Fulham? I have no idea what's going on in Fulham. I just said it just because. Are they winning or losing?
I don't think the Jags lose money. I think the Jags actually make money in comparison.
Yeah, NFL teams can't lose money. NFL teams can't lose money. All you got to do is say we're an NFL football team. Oh, money. Yeah. People going to show up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about their records. I'm not talking about money.
I mean, that's mostly the big news story. That is it. There's no other. That is it. Yeah, well, there's injuries. Much. There's injuries. Sammy Guevara took a knee to the face from the top rope, I believe, and he was stretched out. Yeah. Who I didn't even realize was still part of the company.
Yeah. Why is he wrestling Serpentico? This was a Ring of Honor show. I mean, how the mighty has fallen, Sammy Guevara, from being a pillar to, you're kind of a tag mid-carder on Ring of Honor, and now getting injured on there. Speedy recovery. It just seems like that sucks to start your 5-year anniversary show or pre-show with Ring of Honor, and then injuries happen. We had some unknown, I'm gonna say unknown wrestler. She's I'm gonna say Manny told me her name was Kelly Madden, I think.
Yeah.
Down because Lady Frost landed on her head. Basically the same thing. Injuries do happen. I'm not saying AEW is an unsafe company, but shit does happen.
But that happens in all wrestling. Sometimes,
Yeah.
but sometimes on just a random show, I think you should really limit the amount of bullshit you do. So,
Dragunov got hurt. He wasn't even on TV.
Yeah, but he's a problem to himself. The way he wrestles.
Well, so is Darby Allin. Are you ready to jump into Dynamite, Manny? We can talk about this
I am.
the new era. 5 years. 5 years of AEW Dynamite, Manny. I'd like to start the show with you reflecting. What have this 5 years meant to you in AEW?
Extra work, extra annoyance. For largely it's been hit and miss. Every time we've watched it, it's like sometimes it'd be good, sometimes it's been bad. It's never been really consistent, which, you know what, in wrestling it's very hard for consistency, and I feel like AEW have fallen for that thing as well, where it's not been consistently great. In my opinion.
The 5 years of AEW existence, or Dynamite's existence, I think it's for celebrating Dynamite, not AEW's, but in Dynamite's existence, I felt like, you know what, it was the shot in the arm that professional wrestling needed. It's the first thing to get WWE off their ass and start actually trying to do stuff. The pandemic is high key, going through all that. We got some incredible wrestling matches. And then you get the downs, the ups and downs that's been going on through the year. You get these real highs of like, wow, that was great. So-and-so MJF and Bryan Danielson wrestled for an hour or, and stuff like that. Oh, Swerve and, there's a burned down house and stuff like that. And then you get lows of like, oh shit, what are we doing this week? Half empty arenas.
Jericho doing
nonsense. And then, currently, they're in a rating slump and a television slump, but none of that really matters now that they're on Max. And you know what? I'm curious what the future goes. We're 5 years deep into this NXT and AEW war that is never going to end, it seems like. And NXT was down and out, it seems like, and now they're coming from behind.
Well, they're going head-to-head next week.
Yes.
AEW Title Tuesday goes ahead against Randy Orton, St. Louis NXT.
Who you got? Right up to jump.
Title Tuesday.
Oh, you got AEW winning again.
Because the only thing I'm interested in next week for NXT is what springboard is Javon Evans going to do to fall into an RKO. That's all that's happening next week.
Well, you got your boy the Don fighting for Obafemi for the North American title, the blackest title in the history of wrestling.
Yeah,
and then you got the tag champs
and then the title
fighting for
become
their
white
lives.
again, Marcus. The title is going to become white once again because the way they're hyping it up that Tony D can't do shit.
Yeah,
and Oba is the big destroyer.
So I have Oba losing next week, and then him going to the main roster to try to pacify this narrative of WWE is completely racist and not pushing black males.
But let's get into Dynamite. It opens with a cinematic Blackpool Combat Club promo on Yuta and Danielson, which was kind of cool. However, did you understand what Claudio and Pac were trying to say? Because I didn't.
I'm going to tell you this. I understood more what Rita Shafir had to say in Russian than I understood what Pac and Claudio were trying to say. And Manny, for the rest of this segment, I'm going to do my post like if I'm John Moxley, and I'm going to turn my back and let you talk. And then when it's my turn to talk, I'm going to come in and I'm Twitch and shit. Go ahead.
Claudio and Pac didn't make any sense. Marina Shafir was talking Russian, as Marcus just said. Mox is talking about giving Danielson a warrior's death and burying him peacefully.
It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. I hated that you won the title. I gotta bury you, you know, put you away once and for all, and all that. You know, he said his piece, and man, is there levels to this. That's what that promo showed me. There is levels to this. Mike's come off as polished and fine-tuned as the rest of his goes come off as, oh, it's his amateur hour. What are they saying? What is their point?
Kenneth says, congratulations to Trick Williams on winning the NXT Championship once again, proving that dreams really can come true if you just believe.
Believe! But, yeah, so they cut their promo to start the show. Very cinematic, very dramatic. Set the stage up for the night.
It did. And then out the gate, Ricochet takes on Will Ospreay for the international title. I almost gave it a preemptive strike.
Well, Benny, let me prepare you guys. Benny has the strike to end all strikes on the show today. And I do not know what it is. I just know apparently it's the one that ends it all.
So I didn't like the Don Callis interaction before Will Ospreay came out to the ring. I thought some bullshit was definitely gonna happen. So in my mind, I was like, do you know what? We're gonna get some bullshit finish now. Don Callis family are in this, so I just bullshit finish. As Marcus stated last week, which he thought was a hot take, he's a bit tired of Will Ospreay. After both of these two were kicking out of a series of moves,
more than a series, I think the whole catalog.
Yeah, a plethora.
Yes.
A plethora of moves. Will hits the hidden blade.
I feel like I watched the entire history of wrestling on times 20 and a half after how many moves they hit.
Will hit the hidden blade for the second time, but both their shoulders were down for the pin, and this was ruled a draw. They both wanted the match restarted. It does, and then he hits the hidden blade again. But Takeshita attacks and lets everybody know that he's coming for Will. Yeah.
Strike. And then, okay, I'll remove the strike. Then strike again! How dare you give me 2 non-finishes for a match that I thought wasn't going to have a finish? It's ridiculous. So, when you get me hype up, oh, this is how we're going to end this cop-out ending of both shoulders being down. Who pins like that and falls like that after the hidden blade? How do you fall back like this? You're going forward already. How do you go like, I'm going to pin and lay down like that? It looked like a bullshit pin. Second, when you start back to match, I go, oh shit, we're actually going to get a finish out of this one. I like that. I like they play with my emotions. 2 minutes later, Takeshi's like, and I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? No. And that's why they got 2 strikes, a remove strike, and a strike again for all the same segment. Do I have a problem with this? No. I just think that you don't start the show like this. I just feel like you can't start the show with a non-finish like this.
Agreed.
Oh, but quote-unquote dream match? Double non-finishes?
I didn't actually put the ticker on here, but Hangman takes out the Gum Club, TV Time is the Learning Tree, Jack Perry accepts Shibata's challenge at Wrestle Dream, Taz was attacked and injured, and Hook cries. What do you want to touch on?
Can't believe you tickered 90% of the show. You didn't create the ticker, but Jay White did return, Manny.
Huh?
Jay White returned.
That's not on there. That's part of a match.
No, you put it in the ticker material of what you call him.
No.
You put it in the Juice Robinson and what you call him.
No, there's still more to Juice Robinson.
And Hangman.
Yeah. I didn't put Hangman versus Juice Robinson in the ticker.
I feel like you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I said Hangman takes out the Gun Club.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can see how we're mixed up on that one. Then fine. I was like, damn, man, he went with pure hate.
Darby was talking about men spitting on him on the bus.
Well, why not? You're a bum. You're a bum, Darby. I don't want to hear a word from you. You lost your title shot. You're a bum. And now you're sleeping out with the broken cards. You're a bum. You wasted your title shot.
You say that, but I believe this is the story of Marcus' grand finale because he stands up to them knowing he may get stabbed because the man has a knife. He would rather get stabbed than do nothing. He started to lose faith in himself and he's of being the face of the company, but all he can do is fight and issue an open challenge.
Yeah, it's kind of me. Bring your knife. Bring your knife.
Bring your knife.
Told you. Yeah. Quick hands.
So we do get Hangman Page versus Juice Robinson. I did give this a strike. Do you know in WWE when they go into the crowd, they know they're going to do that shot, so they know they've got enough space. Mm-hmm. They plan it to have enough space. I hated when they opened this match. They kept going to long shots. They kept going to shots that you couldn't barely see anything because the cameraman that was there was so close to it in a tight space that you couldn't see any. You could barely see anything.
Yeah.
But for production, I'm giving it a strike.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the strike of all strikes. I'm curious what the
strike of all strikes is still to come, Marcus.
Yeah, I know, and I'm curious. I'm like, when is it gonna come? This match to me was just there. I don't, they brawled a lot. They set up a table and stuff, but I feel like Hangman should be doing something more important than this. Whatever this is seems beneath him. Even when Jay White came out to make the save after the post attack by Hangman, I was like, I think he's bigger than this. I don't think he needs this.
He hanged Juice Robinson.
Yeah. But was Switchblade just gonna hang out in the back and be like, if he did hang him, well, bad guys.
Jay White barely put Hangman through a table. He put him from the very edge.
Yeah, he put him at the edge of the table. He missed.
That table could be reused.
And people wouldn't even notice. Do you know that Jay White put Hangman through this table? Did you now? We lost only 7 inches of this.
Britt Baker takes on Serena Deeb. Does Britt Baker only show up to work when they're in Pittsburgh now? Because it seems like that's the case.
I don't know, but that crowd in Pittsburgh seems to be dwindling I'm talking about her reaction every single time. And when she had this match, I was looking going like, this is dull. I don't want anything to do with this. And this homecoming, and it just seems like it fell flat. Serena Deeb.
I thought the match was decent, though. I thought this match was decent.
But it had no purpose. It had no point.
It serves no purpose because it don't feature this women's division. So when you get a match like this, it's like it means nothing. They don't really say one of these two are going to go up for a title match. So it means nothing. Mariah May was watching on as Britt wins with the lockjaw. Serena Deeb gets a heat back, and then Queen Aminata comes out to make the save. And then Mariah May in the back says, Willow is the definition of failing upwards. How many towers does she get to lose? They argue and have a pull apart.
So where are we going with this story? Like, why was Mariah May watching the Britt Baker Serena Deeb match? Was there anything on the line there? And then she went to the back and she called out Willow and not Britt Baker. I just feel like we got just. I thought she should have went the other way.
It just proves that match between Britt Baker and Serena Deeb was for nothing. It was just a match to have on there.
It was just to put Britt on in Pittsburgh, I guess.
Yeah. And we probably won't see her for a couple of weeks because, I don't know, she seems like she's on limited dates.
Not only limited dates, she seems disgruntled. There's a moment after the match when Queen Aminata made the save. And she was going to raise Britt's hand, but then Britt kind of like snatches her arm away, which is weird. Maybe I just looked into it dramatically. No, but I saw that and I went, "What was that?"
I know what you were looking at. Britt Baker's a racist.
No.
And I will second that, Marcus. I will second that.
I'm not calling Britt Baker a
How
racist.
How dare she do that to the tiny man of Adam Cole? She's a racist.
I just say she's a despicable person for doing that to Adam Cole. Fucking Christian. That's nasty.
So the Private Party take on the Iron Savages. This was just a squash match.
Yeah, I guess we're trying to heat up the Private Party after years of them getting their ass kicked. This is the win that we're saying, you know what? They're worthy to be number one contenders. Because they did highlight their win over the Young Bucks and the original Dynamite way back when, 2019, I think it was. And then here we are. They get no reaction. No one cares. They beat the Iron Savages. They get a title shot, and still no one cares.
Marcus, this is the strike of all strikes.
Oh!
I found a problem with everything he said. Isaiah Cassidy got on the mic, strike. He says, at the start of the year, they said, new year, new champs. And they meant it, every word. Marcus, we're 10 months into the 2020. What the fuck have you done? What the fuck have they done?
I've seen one get their hand broken. I've seen Mark Quinn come back fat. I've seen them doing jobber stuff and losing every single week. Yeah. I mean, this is they just basically proposed the year of this is the year. Like Manny at the start of the new year. I don't know if you heard this, but most people go out there and say this year's gonna be mine. 2024 is gonna be my year. I'm sure you've done it on a year, and I'm sure I've done it on a year before. But I believe that's what Private Party did this year. They're saying this is gonna be my year. Turns out
10 months in. What have you done? What the fuck have you done?
You have yet to go to the gym. You're still eating unhealthy. You're still eating $7 a day or whatever the hell's going on. You're ridiculous.
They said they beat the Young Bucks once, and then they call them out. Marcus, they showed the highlight package before they came out. That was 5 years ago. What have you done in those 5 years? Yeah. What have you done in 5 years?
We beat the Young Bucks once, Manny.
5 years ago.
5 years ago. You know what? I'm going to say this right now, Manny, for the record. You know what? The New England Patriots are going to go out and say, you know what? We've beaten the Jets. It's been a year, but you know.
No, Marcus, no, Marcus, you need to change that analogy around.
I can change
the Jets in 5 years will say, we beat the Patriots once. Don't you try and flip it around to make me feel better. I know what this team is.
I was giving you hope. But yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what was happening here. Like, oh yeah? You mean 5 years ago. That's like, the Colorado Rockies saying, yeah, we beat the Dodgers 1 year in the division. Yeah, where was that? Jeez.
And then to continue the strike of strikes, strike of all strikes, you remember Isaiah Cassidy when he was rolling with Matt Hardy? He was kind of on his Diddy shit during that time. Like he was slightly a bit. He was on his Diddy shit then. Then he continues his Diddy shit, but when he called him out to suck his ass.
Whoa! What?
He said that. Suck my ass and let's do this right now.
Well, shit.
Strike.
Put the offer out there.
Strike.
I just thought it was the end of the promo. I kind of tuned him out, kind of like I do Pac and Claudio when they started talking. Get to the meat of it. But well, damn, he's sucking ass. Someone's sucking his ass tonight.
The Bucks.
But yeah, we gave way too much time on this.
Yeah, they ain't gonna waste a date on Pittsburgh, and Jack Perry takes them out, and then Shibata makes the save. Christopher Daniels proposes a trios match on Rampage, which no one's gonna watch.
Yeah, once he said that, I went, oh. How many strikes? No. How much can you get Manny to not watch something? That's what they did. Trios tag match. Manny's not watching that. Rampage. Manny's not watching that. Private Party. Manny ain't watching them. Young Bucks. Maybe, probably not either as well. There are so many different levels of why Manny would not watch this match. It's ridiculous.
So I know on Tuesday, and I know it's in the news about black representation in wrestling. I don't think the Private Party need to be included in that conversation.
Oh shit! Don't take away the Private Party.
Because realistically, AEW is about to get blacker because they brought it's been Shelton Benjamin's now in AEW. Bobby Lashley is so soon to debut.
He looming.
MVP had a big announcement. Prince Nana said MVP was talking real spicy last week, and people forget that Prince Nana used to be a wrestler. I don't even remember that.
No one remembers that. That was what, 1985? So you're on WrestleMania.
And he will lace up the boots for MVP. He announced Shelton to be his new business partner and head of complaints. And I think that was the loudest pop I've ever heard for Shelton Benjamin.
Well, Shelton's beloved, and I know he's in his older state. I don't think I need to see Shelton wrestle anymore in 2024.
I think he can still get someone over though. That's the thing. Him like Jeff Jarrett can still get someone over.
I thought the only thing intriguing, maybe they may add MVP with Mercedes, who need him to be her mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Because God forbid she ever needs to
Saying
talk
that
again.
though, the brick house, Camille, looks so out of place with the nonsense that Mercedes Moné does on that microphone.
Yeah. Are you saying her tan isn't dark enough to hang around these people? That's like no.
No, she just looks out of place.
Yeah, she does. She does. Like she's like, I don't agree with any of your values whatsoever. I'm here for the money.
And then we get Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada, title for title, but the Okada's title is only up for grabs in the first 20 minutes of the match. Otherwise, you don't get anything.
So we knew Okada was losing once you say that. Right off the jump, okay, this match is going to be over 20 minutes and Okada is losing. Bryan Danielson is not losing here to Okada in this random match. Because it's a random match. All these people fighting for time.
Not to a backslide.
Manny, I was going to do that. I was going to rant about that.
Yeah, you should.
I am.
There's a reason there's a reason why that fat guy is above him in the PWI rankings. I kind of forgot his name. Eddie Kingston.
I'm just.
That's your boy.
So
that's your boy.
These are my boys, Manny. These are my boys. These are my boys. If you were to ask me, in the last 5 years, who would I say the best true wrestlers in the world would be? It would probably be Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada. They go out here, they put on a really good match. They go the distance. It goes longer than AEW pushes a overrun to its limit of a half hour. It seems like for this one. So fuck my episode of Modern Family I was waiting for. And Eric never got to see the end because his DVR cut it off. Apparently, that's also what happened. So he's like, "What the fuck?" But for this finish, Claudio is standing there. Okada is like, "Fuck you, Claudio." And then gets a basic backslide for the loss. And I go, all this time for that finish. The backslide. The worst of the roll-ups. The worst of the roll-ups. Like, I've seen schoolboys, it's the worst one. It's the worst one. Because why can't you get out of that? What's stopping you?
Gravity.
Nah,
you being upside down.
You half upside down. You're folded in the Rhea Ripley pin. All you gotta do is kick. Just kick, and you're out of that pin. He's twice the size of Bryan Danielson. It's ridiculous. It's the worst. It's the worst roll up of all the roll ups, and it makes me sick every time I see it. Other than that, it was a good match. They come out. They kind of gets his heat back because everybody in the show had to. Except for the Irish Savages. They just said, you know what, we lost. And we're losing like gentlemen, not like savages. But they lost. The Blackpool Combat Club shows up, who I believe have not renamed themselves. William Yuta makes a save with a hammer, and I was 900% he was about to turn on Bryan Danielson, but I think we're saving that for Wrestle Dream.
I kind of like that Mox was like, go on then, I dare you to hit me with a hammer. Like Vince with Shane. Yeah. I dare
right
you
here.
to hit me.
Right here. Go ahead.
But then Yuta got on the microphone, didn't he? He had to get on the microphone. He said he is a child, he is his own man. He can
prove
fight
it
his own
without
fights.
the microphone.
Yeah. He said next week on Title Tuesday, we're going to have to go through him to get to Danielson, so we're getting a tag match.
Yeah, it's Claudio and Pac versus William Yuta and Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson's like, I don't want this. I have so many dates left in my career. I'm not wasting with this with Pac and Claudio. Get me out of here. Title team with you, Yuta. I'm doing all the work. Fuck out of here. I'm walking. I'm jumping the apron on you.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, I think we need to have a good old fashioned honorable. He jumped the apron off of somebody. Like, yeah, why would I do this?
Well, we kind of did on NXT.
Yeah. That's how the show it did. That was a justifiable win. It wasn't really.
It wasn't justified.
She was not
but
justified at all.
Both of them. It was inevitable. One of them was going to do it.
They were acting very catty for no reason. But that was Dynamite. There's a whole Chris Jericho segment left on there. That's the reason why this show, I think, is very mid for me. The Learning Tree segment went on and on. I know it's ticker material, Manny, but him and Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor title was not making my titties bounce. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not making my titties bounce. I'm not going. Woo! You're not doing that for that.
You've ruined You've ruined Mina Shirakawa. You've ruined her by just saying that statement.
Well, hers go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Mine go bounce, bounce, bounce.
For the audio listeners, enjoy that visual.
Yes. Imagine jumping a hut, bouncing up and down. His titties are in full focus.
Gone too far, Marcus. You've gone too far. NXT opens up with Shawn Michaels showing off the new NXT titles. I know they'll probably grow on me, but I prefer the old ones.
I like these new ones. They look like the UFC titles, to be honest. And I think that was time to go with that, get away with that the colorful shit that they were had in there. The sprinkle the color that they put in there for the 2.0 era is dead. We're now in the Raider era of the NXT, man. The silver and black, because I think that's the new colors, or it's white and silver. I think I don't know how they want to call it. So be gone, you old NXT. Be gone.
And we get the opening match, which is Julia versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title. This was a good match. I liked it.
It felt like a butt's coming.
No, I liked it because I think it's what's going to happen is what I said a couple of weeks ago. Well, I didn't think Roxanne was going to lose the title. I think she's going to now face Stephanie Vaquer. And then we'll have a tag match. We'll have a tag match with them two and Cora Jade, who interfered in this match to help Roxanne win. We'll have a tag match there, and then we'll probably have a triple threat. Maybe Cora Jade turns on Roxanne again, and then we get a fatal 4-way. all that hijinks. All the
shenanigans. So this match I thought was really good. Apparently they said we're gonna start the match. You know who we're gonna be? Steamboat and Savage right off the jump. We're going for 900 pinfalls and kickouts, because that's what we started off with. And I was like, oh yeah. They went back and forth at a really high speed. It was sloppy at some points, but sometimes it was really good. And I was really into the match. I think the crowd was really into it. And the ending, I was not expecting Cora Jade at all. You know what? Cora Jade's been so out of sight, out of mind for me when she took off the hood. Which, you know what? She didn't have to wear the hood anyway. No, she works there. It didn't have to be in disguise. But when she took off the hood, they went, that's Cora Jade. I went, oh shit. Where have you been?
You know, I foresaw a problem with this. Okay. So we've got Julia, who's now in NXT. Stephanie Vaquer is going to make a debut at some point on NXT. They showed a promo for Delta, who looks to be debuting at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, it has a long road ahead of her because she has to go through that freeway in an apocalypse, apparently. So
these are three very accomplished female wrestlers, right? In their own independent scenes. So the likes of a returning Cora Jade, who, if we recall, wasn't that good. Like she had okay matches, god awful on the microphone. You've got a returning Nikki Lyons. I don't think these two fit into what NXT is about to become, where the women wrestle.
Yeah, but it's still a school. It's still a school.
It is still a school.
It's still a school. These people are learning.
Can you tell me this, Marcus? Can you honestly see Nikita Lyons having a decent program with any of the three that are just coming in? She is getting released with her bummed out knees and her just breathe kicked out the door.
So I am not doom and gloom for Nikita Lyons like you, Manny. Do I think it's over? Yes, it's over. But do I think it's because Delta or Stephanie McClure or Julia or Roxanne Perez are right there? I don't think that's gonna be the end of it. She's gonna die quietly on the mid card, maybe in a feud with what's that group name? Fatal Influence.
Yeah, Marcus, I can't foresee Nikita Lyons ever on the main rosters.
When she's there, man, I can't wait till you eat that crow and you realize she's the most over wrestler in the company, and she's beating Rhea Ripley in the Rumble.
It won't last, Marcus, because those knees ain't gonna give out. Those knees are gonna give out again.
Ha! I can just see it. Ha! But yeah. So overall, I thought good match. A nice way for NXT to start. We're going to start with the women and showcase that NXT has the best women's wrestlers in the world. That's what I say.
So I only had one thing for the maybe it's two. Axiom and Nathan Frazier on PS5 lose to A-Town Down Under, but they're fine, Marcus. They're fine.
Yeah, due to distraction. I'm assuming next week, after they defeat A-Town Down Under for whatever reason, maybe they break up or something like that, or there's some controversy. That's when the Motor City Machine Guns go out and be like, "Hey, here we are. This is NXT."
No, I think they.
And that's how I'm
them,
starting my
and
NXT next week.
And then they bring out the grave. They mention the graveyard of breaking up tag teams and stuff like that again, and then those two come out.
Ooh, so you have a follow. I feel like that's how NXT is going to start their week next week. We're going hot. We have an hour advantage of.
The Machine Guns ain't that fast anymore, but it'd be a nice match to see them two against those two.
They still got a little bit of motor in them. They got a little. The motor's still going.
It's a bit of a rusty motor.
But yeah, I saw no purpose in this. Moving on.
Your boy Lexus King asked for CM Punk for some advice to be a better man. But I don't know if Punk actually looked in the mirror today and asked if he was a good guy or the bad guy.
I don't know, he's been in this referee and shit. I think it's no point in asking that when you're this close to Hell in the Cell with Drew McIntyre.
Punk says he's got to decide which wolf he's going to listen to, win at all costs, or fight against the genes he was born with. Which is good advice.
Yep. Lexi facial hair was on point again and had a star that's it sewed into his hair.
Chicago star.
Yeah.
I don't think Chicago holds the rights to just stars.
I don't believe so either, Reddy. But because the United States of America has 50 stars in their flag. But whatever. Do you think it's going to be good Lexi King or bad Lexi King from Eric?
Good, because I reckon Eric's going to think he dressed really well this week.
Okay, we should hold it to the tire.
Wesley takes on Zachary Wentz. I didn't like the way this ended. I thought it was okay, the match. But I feel like the way Wesley won the match, I feel like would hurt him just as much as it does to Zachary Wentz.
Well, I think that the match ended when Zachary Wentz did the springboard and got pushed and was supposed to fall to that table, but overjumped it and just died. Yeah. I think that's when the match officially ended. It was like, I'm not doing anything else with that. I'm dead. I blew across the fucking arena. I'm dead. That looked painful as hell. I thought it was a good match. I don't know where Wesley goes from here after this stuff.
He could get destroyed by Obafemi if he's still the champion next week. Which leads into Miz TV with Obafemi and Tony D. Oba credits Tony D's NXT career, but makes the point that he has met his ceiling. He can stuff as many people into trunks, throw people off bridges, and have whatever side hustle he desires, but he will never be the North American champion.
And, Tony D tried to respond, but he had nothing else to say. He was scared. It's me, Mario, whatever stereotype words he had to say.
Oba shuts down Tony saying how he got the people believing him. He reminds them that the people can't fight for him. The last time he beat him, He planted doubt in his mind. Now he's questioning himself. And the answer to the question is, you can't beat me.
Yes.
Tony D goes with the defense we've had about Batman for years. Tony D says Oba is just a man, but Oba says he is inevitable.
Yes. Full Thanos reference. You call me Batman, fine. I'm going to be full Thanos. So, Oba's going to lose next week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be annoyed.
Let it happen, Betty. Oba's going to the main roster where he will flounder
No.
or flourish.
No, I need Oba to break the back of Trick Williams like Bane.
He's not going at the Trick after that. They're going.
He does.
They have to. They have to add black people to the main roster at this point because they are aware of this, Betty. Oba is gone. He's gone. Let him go.
So, Jada, Miss Parker, in the back, tells Lola if she stays in her lane, they'll get this done. Lola tells her no one tells her what to do, and she's taking the lead tonight. They argue who needs to win. Lani says it's a good thing she has a backup plan. So we go to their match. Lola Vice and Jada Parker versus Fatal Influence. What?
I thought her backup plan was Nikita Lyons.
That is
I was
not
really
backup
hoping.
plan.
The plan set up for failure, but I supported it.
I do love the shithouse 3 continuously of JC Jane. She did the shoulder thing.
Yep. JC Jane Loki is talking shit about everybody in every match. He does everybody tons.
Yeah. She did the I'm a Latina.
Yeah.
But for those two that were arguing, they actually had good chemistry for a while.
Yep. And inexplicably, Jada Parker thought Lola Vice tried to take her out when she was reaching for a tag in this situation. Jada Parker had the biggest overreaction to anything I've ever seen in my life. Like, that's twice, bitch. I'm out. And I was like, well, and Lonnie, who was on commentary, providing no insight whatsoever.
Provided nothing! She should get strikes for the nonsense she was spewing on commentary.
Well, Manny, you're in charge of strikes. Give her the strikes.
No, you're in charge of strikes. I'm in charge of stars.
You gave the strike of all strike!
Because there was no star of all star this week.
You can't just take my strike of all strike and just use it and then say, no, you're in charge.
Marcus, in fact, Kaylani and Lani are getting strikes this week.
Well, she brought out her backup plan with some reinforcements. She's like, I thought y'all would try to jump me, so I called Black Women Republic. The Black People Unite. I called the Black Coalition to come and join me tonight. Bianca Belair and Jay Carr come in and beat up some of the kids who are in school developing as they are main roster ready and just mop the floor with them.
To be fair, Jade Cargill belongs in NXT. I would happily trade. I would trade Jade for JC Jane in a heartbeat.
But yeah, so they make the save, and you know, I'm assuming it's St. Louis 6-woman tag. Lonnie and
that's been announced.
Snap, Crackle, Pop. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I assumed. I haven't seen the announcement. I just assumed that was happening.
J.K. Smith said, good morning, good evening. Welcome home, Manny. I've been back since Tuesday. J.K. Smith, where have you been? I have just learned that apparently I don't know how to do my job because the customer just straight up disregarded what I had to say. 4th layer issues. It's not that you learn that you don't know how to do your job. It's someone told you you don't know how to do your job. Which is, I love when you have to deal with people and they tell you as if they're the ones in the right, as if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like they've been doing this job for the past X amount of years. Like, no, get out of here. You're the rookie here. Don't
You need to react. J.K. Smith, you need to react like Bianca Belair. You need to flip the braid. You don't even go here.
My one takeaway for this comment, Manny, he welcomed you home, and yet you was like, nah, I've been home. It's been a day and a half.
Been home since Monday.
Yeah, but you know what? Welcome back. Welcome back.
No, I liked the different variations of where I was. Had different locations for this show.
Got time for variants of Manny and his multiverse of madness. Right back to the chair.
Where are we? Trick Williams versus Ethan Page with CM Punk as special guest referee. I thought the match was okay. I mean, it was
Okay. It's as good as this match could probably be.
Yeah. Trick wins with a trick shot, and we get a new NXT champion. That's it. That's it. It was a good show.
He went. I mean, CM Punk was had some shenanigans in there and gave Ethan to go to sleep after the credits rolled.
I don't like the credits because
I don't either.
I don't like. If you're gonna give me credits, give me everyone. Don't give me just 3 or 2 people. you ain't did all this. There's a TV crew.
Yeah, and why is that guy name over Shawn Michaels' name?
Yeah, the TV crew are involved in this Triple H.
Yeah, I want full disclosure on who was in charge. I want to know who lit the ring. Damn it!
When John Cena returns on Netflix, I want his cameraman to be on the thing. His cameraman better be there. John Cena addresses him by name.
You know how deep I want the credits I want to be? I want the credits to be so deep that they have to explain to me that the reason we're able to see John Cena is due to X amount of cameras that are able to visually pick him up. Other than that, we like to give them a special thanks. That's how deep I want these credits to be. If you're going to start giving me credits, that goddammit, let them roll. But Trick wins, and that was the end of the CW premiere. Solid match. Like you said, it was probably the best these two can probably do with each other. It's not like they're Brian Dance and Okada out here could put on a wrestling clinic any given night.
They're both kind of 2-star generals, aren't they? They're not really maybe an elevated 3-star general, but like they're both 2-star generals. But Ethan Page can carry a match. Trick, I think, is still learning.
Yeah, I think the styles clash in between us. No pun intended with AJ, but the styles do clash because they're very similar in style. Like it's like, oh, they both kind of wrestle the same way. They both throw a lot of strikes, and there's not a technical side to either one of them. So I do feel like Trick could benefit from working with someone that is either a power guy or a speedster, like a Wesley or something.
You mean a power guy like Obafemi?
Nah, he's going to the main roster.
No, I need him to dominate Trick Williams and then take that NXT title to wherever he goes.
My prediction for Trick Williams' next opponent, Shawn Spears.
Oh no.
Shawn Spears is coming back.
No, because that means at some point Trick Williams is going to have to face the other guy. Jensen.
You did right. But we're on the road to that match coming up soon.
But you know what needs to be said? Obafemi held himself quite well in that promo battle against Tony D.
He did. That's why he's gone. He's gone. Forget about it. He's gone. I thought the crowd was electric. I thought, Chicago, so I thought they had a good crowd, and it felt like NXT of old, black and gold, and it felt like, the energy you used to get from the AEW crowds from back in the day.
The 2019 crowd.
I go tweet.
2020 was COVID era.
Right before COVID shut them down.
So you giving them up to February?
Peak noise right there.
Yeah, I don't know if NXT is gonna have the same atmosphere in St. Louis. They already moved the venue because ticket sales were poor, and I don't think ticket sales are really moving for it either.
But Manny, next week Sexy Red's gonna be there.
Yeah, and I feel like they haven't stacked the show enough. Like I feel like when last time they went head to head with AEW, you had The Undertaker, you had John Cena, you had Cody, you had fucking everyone appear on that show.
Yeah, there's still time to stack the show. It's still time, but I believe they're not gonna do it. I think they just said whatever happens, happens. They don't care anymore, I think, at this point.
Maybe.
Because I believe if records go to show, NXT will beat AEW in the ratings this week. They had over or around 900,000 or something. I don't think AEW is getting up there this week with that. And this is against the vice presidential debate and baseball playoffs.
Nobody cares about no vice president.
Oh, you never know, man. The vice president debate carries weight here. It was on every channel. No. It was on every channel but the CW at the same time.
Ain't nobody care about that.
They care. They wanted to see Walls and Vance go head to head in a very decorum discussion about the world and how fucked up it is. But We had that, and he also had baseball playoffs. So stiff competition for both shows this week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So we're back at a special time. I think it'll be 10:30 GMT. I ain't sure what the fuck the time is for
3 p.m.
for-
3 p.m. in America or Pacific time.
No, so that'll
6
be
p.m.
2:30 for you and 5:30
somewhere around there.
because we go half an hour
you know
before the
what?
show goes live.
Man, fuck all that. If you want to know when we come back, do the simple thing. You like the video and subscribe. And you don't even have to like the video. You can just hit subscribe. And you'll get that notification when they ring that bell. And we'll be back. Just like if you put the hook signal in the sky. You know, someone should have put the hook signal in the sky when Taz get his ass whooped in that parking lot today. Maybe he would have been saved. You know, I
He
was
was attacked during the
footage
day,
for that.
Marcus. How would you have seen it? He was attacked during the day.
Oh, if only. If only. Oh. Why did they show us footage of this Taz attacking? How is there no
Because
footage?
Taz can't move, Marcus. Taz can't move. You expect me to believe that Taz can actually move?
No. Oh, God! You're hitting me! Stop it! You son of a bitch! Rest in peace, John Amos. This is America, Jack. Exactly. Just can't believe we lost John Amos, James L. Jones, and Pete Rose. It's been in a very
Interesting, like, couple of weeks.
of people just falling out the sky, just dying. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Whew. That's a glimpse. But on the positive side, we'll be back next week or this Saturday, live in front of a studio audience, where Eric, Manny, and Marcus will return as a united three, as a united front, to talk about
Hold on.
the pay-per-view in Atlanta.
We did a Saturday show. We did a Saturday show together last weekend.
Yeah, but you're out of America. You're out of America.
Yeah, but I was
now.
on the couch. I was on the couch doing
that's
sexy
the
things.
Yeah. Doing sexy things. Please stay away. Oh, the Kimbe's going too. Jesus. Forgot. Yeah. Everybody. But yeah, tune in. We're back. Struggling there for a watch along of a show in Atlanta that doesn't feature any black males. Shocking, I know. But Raheem Cody Rose will hold it down for us in that main event. Oh, and you know what? If you don't have time to do any of that, you can just feel our presence by going to the sharptoothers.creator-spring.com to wear some of the Sharptoothers merchandise. Be like Diamond Dallas Jimmy. Be like Jim. Be like Ruby. Be like Manny. Be like Jamal. Be like Eric. Be like David. Be like all the millions of people who have bought this merchandise. Things are not going to last. You must act now to figure out how racially ambiguous you can be. You can act right now to be as racially exciting. What a time to be racially exciting. Hulk Hogan's on documentaries being a bigger piece of shit than he's ever been on. Like, this isn't even a documentary about Hulk Hogan on the Vince McMahon documentary, but yeah, he comes out looking worse than Vince McMahon.
Use code Lord
Snitching.
Manny in all capitals for 20% off your order.
That's still going on?
Yeah. It's gradually
Yeah, change
raised
the-
from 10% to 15% to 20%. Trying to give these
we're
shits away. Buy.
We're trying to give it away. All this merchandise. I mean, we want the world to have all this merchandise. Just buy. Act now,
Christmas
now.
is coming up, people. Start buying them now while you got some money before Christmas robs you blind.
Yeah. Or, use it as a gift. Show up to your Thanksgiving dinner.
I wouldn't recommend this, but you could buy one and use it as a bib during your Thanksgiving dinner.
or you can buy a shirt now and wear it as one of your Halloween costume, and you can be racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes or Marcus the Grabbing out of your hair. You can be either one of them by just putting on the shirts. Now, if you just wear the podcast sweater, clearly you're being me and you're not wearing the merchandise. But I recommend you go and you be racially ambiguous for one day. Then get the law off your ass. That's for sure.
To be fair, though, this shirt is as close as you're going to get the podcast sweater as we were able to do much.
Yeah.
So buy that one. It fits really nicely.
Yes.
Who's for reforming the League of Nations?
I think we've talked about the dead people, everybody that died this week. But I'm not sure. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, buy the merch. A different video is coming out soon. I don't know whether it's going to come out tomorrow or next week. British person tries snacks from Trader Joe's.
Spoiler alert, I don't know how much Manny ate, but I'm sure he's okay now. Those Trader Joe's snacks are good. They're always good. But he may go up there on record and be like, no, I want to see him react like a child. I don't want no more of this. And a
there was some of those reactions, Marcus. There was a chili piece, and I was like, nope. Blah, 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 blah.
Ready? He's not talking about bringing out our dead. He was talking about us reforming as a team. The League of Nations.
It was 2 nations. There's not really a league.
Well, Eric is half Belgium or some shit, so.
So Marcus, here's the thumbnail. I'm quite proud of it.
What are you selling me? Pumpkin spice cookies? Oh man, man is going through all of it. Why is he at Trader Joe's? Who knows? He only came to America to try Trader Joe's.
It's a good thumbnail.
It is a good thumbnail.
And look right at the bottom, Marcus. There's a candle. You know it's coming, Marcus. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
But that's not the only thing coming. Watch me come and goes. You see what you did. You see what you promoted. You can't say it's coming without me talking about gums and cums.
Yeah,
I can just imagine the intro of that show, just some old wrinkled up lips, and you see the lip being licked.
That intro, oh. If that's the intro, I want it to be a silhouette, because you can't have that out.
No. It's gonna be a full intro. You're gonna see the beauty of the old women. You're gonna see random splats here and there of random liquids, just to represent it. It's coming. It's coming. And it ends with, "Oh, my back." And then it started. Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah. So, cousins and candles, gums and cum. They're coming soon.
Ding. Sounds like our April Fool's episode will be that.
No, I feel like my cousins actually want to do this in an effort to just for us to communicate more often.
Well, I bid you adieu with your candles, Randy. But with that being said, I see you guys on the other side of the realm of professional wrestling, where I will be in the chats cursing at random people. Manny will be there too. But we'll find us all each and every week here on this channel. The Sharpshooters, Untitled Manny. I don't know how to end this show. Fuck it. What the hell? I'm just ranty. Just blabbering.
Like the video, subscribe. We'll be back when we're back. Peace.
Woo woo! 5 years of Dynamite! NXT Rangers own.
You know, if you didn't know that was a knee, it looked like we were handing. The way we hang out is really weird.
Look like I was trying to jump on your shoulders. Carry me, man.
Boys being boys.
His boys being oiled up in baby oil, carrying each other.
Oh. The teeny weeny beanie made it to New York, Marcus.
Why wouldn't it? You have to hide your partners from somewhere.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah,
Peace.
Yeah, peace. Bats and cats.
Yeah.
Spooky ones too.